Good morning. We are off to go to a doctor's appointment for me. Oh my word, my hair. So like I told you guys a while ago, I have been having the worst monthly visitors ever for the last like 6 months, and I have very low iron, and so I'm just gonna go talk to my doctor. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Also, I have an appointment to go see my chiropractor guy who does the cupping because my neck is all effed up again. Like literally every move I make last night, or I made last night, I was like, ow, 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 ow. It's like so, it pinches so bad in the back of my neck like area, and I can't like actually move my head. So I have an appointment for that today too. So lots of appointments. I don't think I'm gonna work out today because I probably shouldn't. I think after like a nice like cupping, it's best you, like he says, I think like to wait 24 hours, I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna double check. But I do coach today too. We just have the varsity girls, so it's not as crazy. Not that it's ever crazy, but it's just like a lot smaller of a group. So anyways, that's what we're up to today. So follow us along all the way to our million doctor's appointments, it seems like today. Up the stairs. Yay. All the way up.
This is gonna take long.
Long time. I got my necklace. My necklace. Ugh. Uh-oh. I don't know.
Pick it up.
All right, guys. Here we are at the chiropractor office now. Went to the doctor's. I can tell you guys more about that later, what we decided. But now we're at the chiropractor to get cupped because I am so in pain. Right, Gray? Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys can do whatever you like.
Good Lord, Grayson, I swear you just went.
Infamous scraper.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's that scraper thing I was talking about that one time.
It looks kind of intimidating, but it doesn't feel too bad, right?
No.
Yeah. It
It
can leave
actually
some.
kind of feels good.
Yeah, it can leave some pretty gnarly marks on you, but they're really ever sore, actually.
Yeah. It's crazy how like the one time I came in and I was like, couldn't move my neck, and then after I was like, nope, I can move it now. It feels so much better.
Well, sometimes just the simple stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Pardon me.
That's like my tickle spot.
Oh. Well, tell me if this tickles.
Nope, that's like a good pressure. I have a weird ticklish back.
Yeah, it's not that common to have a ticklish back.
I know, he'll like poke me in my back. I'm like, nope, that tickles.
You're going to bring the chin down to the left, you're going to come back up, you're going to go to center, come back up and go down to the right, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So you're just kind of hunting for the areas of tension, basically.
Oh, right there.
And it's going to pull a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Wiggle my toes.
If you're not comfortable, it's fine.
Okay.
You can wait. You can see how you're doing it first.
Sorry, that clip is kind of...
No, it's fine. Honestly. Does that feel okay?
Yeah. Oh my.
Okay, cool. A little stiff, not terrible though. A little bit for sure. Here's the thing too, by the way. It's not bad at all.
I don't know how to do that. I feel
I'm
like
being
it
a
sticks
little
out.
bit nitpicky. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's not bad. So yeah, no, you're doing it.
Oh, I am?
Yep, that's pretty good.
Okay.
And go nice and slow. You are kind of winging here a little bit. So
I
so
feel
you
like I
kind of
do
you really
that.
have to almost just do that. You're kind of this way a little bit. So some of it
Like
is
that?
there you go. So some of it is like scapular control.
Yeah.
There. And now I can see that working there.
Yeah.
We'll put these a little more. So it's kind of sneaky.
I do have that,
sneaky hard. Like
yeah.
you can be a really strong individual and sometimes still struggle with this.
Yeah.
So let's put your shoulder just a little bit closer to. There you go.
Like that?
Yep. And rotate this out that way. Yep. There we go. That's a little bit better.
I feel like I do like pop that shoulder right out.
It's a workout bench.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of times if you're having like a chronic issue that keeps happening over and over again,
Yeah.
it's probably a strengthening thing or a biomechanical issue. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Feel like you got a decent handle on that?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
And even if you don't feel like you're getting it perfect when
Yeah.
you're doing the exercise, if you're close, it's still going to be a pretty good benefit.
Careful.
Yeah.
So, did you feel it though?
Yeah.
It kind of burns a little
Yeah.
bit,
Are you
right?
doing kettlebells,
Yeah.
bud?
So, yeah.
Uh-oh.
You need to teach my foam rolling class for me downstairs.
Hey, you guys. So, done with the chiropractor, done with the doctor's appointment. Lots of updates. First of all, if you are in the Minnesota area and you need a chiropractor, you have to go see Justin at the Chiro Fix. He does the cupping, the sports therapy. I seriously have walked in with like my neck not being able to move, and I leave and I feel amazing. So you have to go see him. I'll leave his info below. If you live in Minnesota, definitely check him out. Anyways, so we also went to the doctor and we basically have a plan of what we are gonna do. I am not getting an IUD. I am getting a endometrial ablation. So it's like a surgery, a little mini surgery, super minimal invasive, he said, and it basically burns the line of your uterus.
The lining. Yeah.
The lining of your uterus, and your period gets to be way less and or non-existent is our hopes. My periods have been so terrible that and if you don't care to listen to this, you totally can not have to. Like it's kind of a lot, but my periods have been really bad. My cramps have been bad. Even Ethan has been like, babe, you need to get onto something because you are just like in miserable pain. And so he talked to me about this 2 years ago and I wasn't ready and I didn't really necessarily know a lot about it, but now a couple of my friends have had it and they are very happy with it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. We are done having kids. It's one of those things, your lining can grow back. So it's not necessarily a for sure fix to the problem, but most of the time it is. He said like what, 70% of the time it fixes the problem. 30% of the time your lining can grow back and you can get your periods and it will be all the same thing all over again. And then that's when he suggested maybe getting my uterus just taken out, but having my ovaries, which gives you all the hormones, but not, I know a lot of people are gonna probably freak out when I say that, but it's, because I kind of did. I was like, I don't need that. But he's like, well, you still can get your cramps and stuff with this ablation thing. But if we took out just the uterus and keep your ovaries, you don't get your period, you don't get the cramps because your uterus isn't there trying to, like, I don't know exactly the right words of it, but can you explain it? But you still have your hormones.
It's not like a full hysterectomy, it's like a partial, I can't remember the word he used for it, like mini hysterectomy or small, I can't remember.
Something.
But it's like a partial hysterectomy where they take everything out but your ovaries so it doesn't affect your hormones at all. Because people that have to have a full hysterectomy and get their ovaries taken out, they a lot of times have to go on hormone therapy and blah,
yes,
blah,
which is not what obviously we would want to do, because, and I don't need to do that. It's just basically, he's like, it helps so much with your periods and your cramping and stuff. He's like, but that is like worst case scenario. He's like, let's just do the ablation first. And if you still have your cramps really bad, because he said I could have something called, can't even remember the word, can't remember, but I could have something where basically, what did he say? This is why Ethan comes with me.
I can't remember the name of it. Something having to do with your abdomen, but it's where the fibers like in your uterus are like kind of ingrown to your abdominal wall. Is that correct?
Yes.
And so
your cramps are very intense and very...
Right, but those, if she had that, this is gonna get way too graphic, so I'm not gonna say it, but there's other symptoms that she would have if she actually had that, which she doesn't have those symptoms.
Well, I have some of them besides. Anyways, I could have that. I don't know. I can't remember the word, and if I remember the word, I will put it below and you guys can read about it. But he's like, your periods shouldn't be a week long. You are anemic anyways, so you're losing blood and you're never catching up. And he's like, that's a lot. 1 week out of a whole month is a long time to have your period. So, and if you're done having kids, do it. So I'm gonna do it. I called the surgery scheduling line, and I'm just gonna wait for them to call me back and see what day works for them and for us. So lots of information here. I hope you guys enjoyed the cupping section of this. I was very excited that Justin was cool with being on camera, because I know a lot of you are interested in the cupping situation as well. So anyways, sorry, lots of info. We're gonna go to the Y. I'm gonna go walk because he said that was okay. And yeah.
Good afternoon. Kids should be walking down the road. It is about 4:30 or so. Just got wrapped up with my work day. Had to jump on a conference call, web Skype type of meeting at the end of the day to do some training, but finished up the day with some emails and all that good stuff. I know a lot of you have asked, or not a lot, but I've seen a few comments here and there on people asking, what does Ethan do for work? Where does he work? I'm not going to say the company, but I do medical sales for a company that sells disposable medical products into the hospital. So that's what I do for work. I manage 3.5 states, North, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Eastern Iowa. Love my job, love the company I work for. But anyway, that is what I do for work. Kids will be home shortly. Courtney just left about a half hour ago for gymnastics practice. She's got that until about 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be headed to the Y probably about 6:30 to go work out and then play volleyball again tonight. So thankfully we're able to get enough people together. And so we'll just be eating dinner once the kids get home. And Austin does have basketball practice. I do have to drop him off at 6 o'clock, actually, I just remembered. So Courtney will pick him up later on tonight. Kiddos are back from school and eating dinner. Austin's got basketball practice tonight. Got his ponytail in. And Nevaeh's eating some nuggets. Both the boys had sandwiches. So we're going to be leaving in about 10 minutes. Drop Austin off and then head to the Y and get a workout in before volleyball. Nevaeh's got some homework that I wasn't able to help her with yet because I was chatting with Austin. So she's going to do some homework at the Y in the lobby.
Just pulling into the Y because Mr. Ethan over here, I think, broke an ankle. It's really bad, you guys. He really can't even walk on it.